Welcome to the Bitchy Baker, baking for real life. And I already spilled, so you'll see in a minute. Today, we are making Texas sheet cake cookies. Nobody's ever heard of those? Well, they're delicious. And they're easy.
I've never heard of them.
They're cookies. Who's met a cookie they don't like? Unless it is made shittily. Then it's, I don't know.
Shittily a word?
Yes.
Diddly diddly do.
So the cookies themselves, super easy to make, but the prep and ingredients will be below, even though it is 3 ingredients. We're gonna start with our homemade cookie mix.
From your Uncle Pillsbury?
Yeah.
Got it.
We look alike. We both have a terrible tan. No? Okay. So, easy peasy. You can buy any chocolate cake mix. I just prefer Devil's Food. This is very, very tough. This is a very tough recipe. Follow closely.
I'm taking notes.
Take notes. Write this down.
Write this down.
Okay, that's it. This needs to go away. Don't use that recipe on the back of that. So you're going to use 1/3 cup of oil. As you can, oh, it's stuck to the, I may have had a little issue. I had a little issue of the pouring of said oil.
Let me pan down so
Perfect.
you can see the mess.
Yeah, I did that. I
I'm
can't.
gonna get super close up on that mess. Good
Listen,
job.
I'll clean it up in a minute.
Will you?
Yeah, so 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, dump that in. You're gonna wanna use 2 eggs. And I'm actually gonna grab this box back to put the egg trash in. You're gonna put the eggs into a bowl first and whisk them. Which I know you're so proud that I'm not putting eggs directly into a recipe right now. So 2 eggs, you wanna whisk them first before you put them in there because it's not gonna incorporate. We're just gonna continue to play the drinking game. It's not gonna incorporate properly if you don't do this first. It does make more dishes, unfortunately. Sorry.
Boo.
Sorry, kitchen staff.
Kitchen staff. Well, that's better than kitchen dish.
I'm trying to be nice. I'm already making a damn mess. Oh, and I turned the oven on already to 350. I know.
Good job.
Pro. But at least I remembered before I said put these in the oven. So that's it. I'm gonna use the hand mixer. You don't have to, but this batter's gonna be thick. So,
Thick.
you know, if you don't have like super giant muscles.
I have super giant muscles.
Everybody's arm gets tired, I think. It's more of a, I'm just making a mess. I'm just dropping shit.
You know what's stressing me out is that big pile of oil right there.
I don't even know what you're talking about. So you're gonna make this, mix it all up. Again, 3 ingredients, because the first ingredient was put together so nicely for us by my Uncle Pillsbury. Yes, he did a good job. It's true, we both have the same pasty complexion. Trying to like pick it all up off the sides without wearing it. Okay. So I just made a giant mess, but this is what it should look like. Mud, essentially. We're going to then, that's it for the cookies. Just put that over there. Okay. I'm gonna use my cookie scoop. So you're going to, you could use like a large tablespoon, like a heaping tablespoon. I'm gonna use a cookie scoop. I'm not gonna put a full scoop of cookies in there. I'm gonna try to like not overfill it. You're gonna wanna put them on parchment paper. You're gonna want to, I mean, you could touch these and do it if you wanted to. Like, we all know I'm not gonna do that, but you could. So that's what they should look like. Just little cookie balls. Heaping tablespoons of cookie balls. I am going to fit as many as I can on this cookie sheet. And they go in the oven for 8 minutes. When they come out of the oven, you do not want to pull them off the cookie sheet for a couple minutes. You're gonna leave them on the cookie sheet. I would say for 4 to 5 minutes, you're gonna let them sit. And then you're going to put them on a wire rack to let them cool. While they are cooling, because you want them to be cool all the way before we're putting the glaze on. We're actually gonna go over to the stove and I'm gonna make the cookie glaze that goes over them. These are very rich cookies. These are not cookies you're gonna sit down and eat a pile of them. So.
Challenge accepted.
No.
Oh.
No, sir. Voila, this is what they look like. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven. Okay, 350, 7 to 8 minutes.
Nice.
We'll see you little chocolate cookies in 8 minutes. Okay, it's been 8 minutes. We're gonna take the first batch out and we're gonna leave them on the counter. They smell yummy. I know, right? They smell delicious too. So remember, don't take them off right away. We're gonna let them sit on the cookie sheet for like 4 to 5 minutes. Then we're gonna transfer them to the cooling rack. I'll be back when both batches are 5 minutes done and can sit on the cooling rack, and then we'll go to the stove and make the glaze. Okay, it's been 5 minutes, maybe 6. We are gonna take the cookies off, and then we are gonna go over to the stove and make the glaze. What I did though, while we were waiting for the cookies to rest, is I took my drying rack and I put it over some foil, because glazing cookies is a giant mess and nobody wants to clean that up. Like, let's be real. So we can just throw out the foil when we're done. All right, so I'm gonna, dude, there's one extra.
It's mine.
All right, so you can see like they cooked exactly how I put them on the sheet. So you don't want to make them into balls, because then they would just be like balls.
Balls.
I feel like we should try one.
Okay. I feel like you're right.
It doesn't suck. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, see what happens when it doesn't fit? It's gonna be even better with the glaze. All right, I'll stop. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that. All right, now we're gonna make the glaze. We have a tiny saucepan over pretty low heat. I'm gonna do a half a stick of butter. It doesn't have to be room temperature or anything, because we're gonna melt it. Half a stick of butter, which is a half a cup. 3 tablespoons of milk. I'm using whole milk, I think, for frostings. Whole milk always tastes better with the full fat. Then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. We're gonna melt it pretty slow. I'm gonna turn it up just a tiny little bit. Okay, you're just gonna wanna make sure everything is stirred together. You don't wanna burn anything. You can see there's like little chunks of chocolate in there. As the butter melts, and the whisk, it'll get rid of that. As soon as everything is melted and it's all mixed up together, we're gonna pull it off the heat, and we are gonna add 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. I'm gonna try to do it slowly so I don't end up looking like the powdered sugar man. Now, instead of pulling it off the heat, I am just going to turn it off. All incorporated. Looks like chocolate soup. We're gonna start adding the powdered sugar. This is a half a cup. Soak it right up. Okay, here come the 2 cups. Slowly. Yep, slowly. Perfect. It smells so good. You can see there's like a little bit of white in there still. You wanna make sure it's all dissolved, which could take a minute or 2. Okay, last bit. I'm gonna have mussels after this. Okay, we're back from the stove with the glaze. If it's thick, by the way, if it's too thick, you can add a little bit of milk. The only thing is, if you do that, it can go south quickly. Like, it can get too glazy quickly, and then it won't stick to your cookies. I also grabbed a little teeny tiny spatula, which I'm obsessed with them anyway, but I grabbed a little tiny one because sometimes you have to like push it over the cookie. So let's make a giant mess. Ready? And this is why you need the foil. Like, such a mess, right? I'm surprised the kids haven't come down here. Like, we smell chocolate. All right. Ta-da. So you want to let the glaze set. I'm saying probably about 10 minutes. So we're going to let this hot mess set for about 10 minutes, and then we'll be back to taste them. Maybe I'll see if some kids want to taste them with us.
No.
We'll be right back. Okay, it's been like 5 minutes. Did we wait long enough? Probably not, but we're gonna eat one anyway. Have to touch it.
It's
I'm like,
just glaze.
that's what she said.
It's chocolate.
That's what he said? I don't know. Do you want one?
This is why we can't have nice things.
That's really good. It's like a brownie and a chocolate devil's food cake had a baby and made a cookie.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. I'm definitely going to finish eating that. Okay.
Why are you yelling?
So people can hear me.
Perfect.
So, punk. That's it. Super simple, different, not just your standard chocolate chip cookies or sugar cookies that people bring to parties, even though I know there's a hit. These will be the new hit because they look like they're a lot of work, right? And the glaze is from scratch, so I feel like you can say homemade. I'm gonna go with that.
You made them in your home.
That is true, even though I started with the box cake mix. So, this is it. I hope you loved this video, and like and subscribe and share with other people. And I will see you next Tuesday.